Good day, tutors. Today, we're going to have a lesson planning workshop. We hope that this video will help you visualize how you make a lesson plan for your tutoring. The objectives for this session are, first, to familiarize oneself with the different parts of a lesson plan, and secondly, to design a lesson plan for the subject you're going to teach. Are you ready to begin? Let's go. What is a lesson plan? In the context of TD, a lesson plan is a guide for tutors on how to conduct the tutoring session to ensure that learning will take place. It directs the learning of TD kids using a methodical process. Can learning take place without a lesson plan? Probably yes, but making one will allow you to deliver your lesson more logically while targeting the lesson objectives. These are the basic parts of the weekly lesson plan for TD. Number 1, topic. Number 2, learning objectives. Number 3, motivational activity. Number 4, lesson proper. Number 5, exercises or drills. Number 6, synthesis. Number 7, assignment or follow up. And 8, sources or references. Number 1, the topic. Your TD teacher will provide you with a list of topics to choose from based on your chosen subject, either English or math. In choosing a topic, make sure that it is not too broad and can be discussed within the 30-minute time allotment. Next is the learning objectives. The learning objectives should be aligned with the topic. They should be SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Let us practice identifying SMART objectives. Which of the following are SMART objectives? Let us discuss the objectives. The first and second objectives are SMART because they clearly convey what you want the kids to specifically do, such as converting fractions and identifying subject-verb agreement errors. Both are attainable for the duration of the session. While the third objective is way beyond the skills of the kids and the time allotment is not sufficient for such a task. And the last objective is not SMART because the objective is unclear as to what kind of paragraphs and questions you would like them to produce. The motivational activity intends to prepare the kids for the lesson by piquing their interest and engaging them in the lesson. A good motivational activity is not too long, around 5 to 6 minutes at max, and has an organic link to the lesson. Here is a sample of motivational activity. If your topic is percentages, you may want to talk about discounts offered by local e-commerce companies. Of course, the lesson proper. This is the main part of the lesson. This is the part where you will unlock the concepts. This should be done step by step. These are some guide questions that may help you in creating this part. What is the best way to teach this information to your students? How can you incorporate problem solving and critical thinking? And what real life scenarios are connected to this topic? Now, you will provide your kids with a reasonable number of exercises and drills. You may download worksheets online, but make sure that you adapt them to reflect Filipino cultural appreciation. For instance, if the worksheet presents a Western culture, tweak it using Filipino context. For example, if the worksheet uses American names, make the names Filipino. Or if the problem uses the dollar sign, adapt it to Filipino currency. You will later on provide a summary of the lesson. This could be a list of points that you want to emphasize at the end of the session. It could also be a question that you want the kids to answer to synthesize the discussion. Assignment or follow up is something that can help your kids reinforce their learning. This could be in the form of additional drills or exercises. However, this is not limited to pen and paper work. Lastly, cite the sources that you used in making your lesson plan. This ends our lesson planning workshop. We wish you all the best in making your lesson plans. All the best, tutors!